he's short.
Well, compared to Tyson Chandler that's 7'1", it looks small. He's almost a foot shorter than Tyson Chandler. And Amari Stoudemire stands at 6'11". Nice build. He's got long arms. That's what you need as a point guard. And he's really, I mean...
What about his eyes?
He's great. He has great court vision. His eyes, very important as a point guard.
He's handled everything very well, as you said, unflappable. But if there is a chink in the armor, where can Lin improve his game?
So how'd you personally feel when ESPN released the chink in the armor headline?
Oh, well, I saw it as, I didn't see it like when on the site. I saw it like many people on like a blog or something where someone had taken a screenshot of it, because I think they took it down within a few hours after posting it because the outcry was so huge. And I really was just shocked, I think, because like, chink is a term that it's really awful to use, and like obviously racism is awful in many forms, but it's not even a subtle thing to call someone.
People are having to like rack their brains to figure out how to do riffs on the Asian, Oriental, Chinese theme, right? And of course what they often fall back on are these like hackneyed stereotypes, like the one about him, you know, having 2 inches, you know, not being very manly, even though he's like a basketball superstar. So I just think that the ideas most journalists and most Americans have around Asian Americans are very limited, and they sort of reside in a limited number of tropes and images and stereotypes.
Asian Americans or Asians have been represented in the media, you know, mostly as foreigners.
What's happening, hot stuff?
And some other stereotypes, like I think particularly for Asian American males, have a lot to do with being desexualized or effeminized in some way. Like if you look at a lot of the Asian American actors that are successful right now, like I think Ken Jeong is an example that comes to mind.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I take him back right after you suck on these little Chinese nuts.
Oh, that's nasty.
There's also the figure of the kung fu, I mean the typical kung fu figure that you still see. There's a current commercial with Jackie Chan in a V8 commercial.
Drinking a smoothie with no vegetable nutrition.
Strawberry banana.
For a smoothie with real fruit plus veggie nutrition, new V8 V Fusion smoothie. Could have had a V8.
I think he's definitely given a different image in terms of masculinity for Asian American men, because you know, there's always, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of times people don't think that Asian American guys can be good at sports. At least growing up for me, it's, you know, oh, you're Chinese, so you got to be good at math. You must play the piano or violin, probably play some sort of video games, but all you do is study. Can't really play sports. So whenever their team's being picked, you're always, you know, always the last guy picked. But what Jeremy Lin has done is kind of shown that, you know, we can, Asian guys can ball too.
So do you think Jeremy Lin will end Asian American stereotypes?
Oh, definitely not. Just because he's breaking old ones doesn't mean means that he's also kind of creating new ones. And with it will be the expectation. I'm sure somewhere down the line, everyone will think that the only thing that Asian Americans can do is play basketball.
I believe that there is tremendous progress in terms of just, you know, he's kind of a pioneer in a sense. He's a pioneer in terms of breaking down existing stereotypes for Asian Americans. And I think what would be a great follow-up is if we can see other Asian American athletes beginning to rise to more stardom within American professional sports to show that, you know, Jeremy Lin is not a fluke.
Hopefully this will get people started talking about like why people think it's okay to say racist things about Asians, and you know why his story is particularly compelling to us.
I don't know how long he's going to be a superstar. I mean, he may be for a while, he may be for a few weeks or a few years. I don't think it will shift a little bit the consciousness in the sense that he will be in the popular consciousness, and that's important. But I don't think it's going to shift hundreds of years of like negative and distorted representations of Asian Americans or Asians in the world. I think those things are they took a while to build up, and they're going to take a while to break down.
Lin up top, tied at 87. Lin with the ball in his hands. Fans on their feet. 5, 4, Lin for the win!